What's up, everybody? Welcome back, gamers, to we'll just say it, the best starting experience of any card game that I've played in a long time. Because this 4-deck starter set for Sorcery Contested Realms is insane. So you guys have seen us go over fire. Today we are going to be going over the Geomancer Earth deck. But before we do that, I want to show off some goodies. Ashley and I have been opening a couple packs off camera. I was lucky enough to get this foil promo beta sorcerer from my local card store. And then we got, just look at these. Let me make sure that these look good. We'll put them at an angle so the light's not too repulsive. I think we showed those off before, but we got this Magellan Globe. And then I didn't notice this till later, but these foils have full art on the back. How cool is that? Sweet stuff going on here in the lab with Sorcery TCG. I'm really excited to get all these starter decks opened because tomorrow, my local store, shout out to Brickhouse Collectibles, if you guys are near the Knoxville, Tennessee area, West Knoxville, we're getting together, and you know, I don't know that it's like true competitive play or if we're all just getting together to try and figure out how the game works. But either way, there's going to be a group of some really cool dudes playing some sorcery at my local store tomorrow, and I'm excited. I got to decide what I'm going to go with. Earth, as I understand it, so this says rule with the dependable strength of Earth. I would almost liken this to like a green deck in Magic the Gathering, you know? Like big creatures, mana ramp kind of stuff. Get all of our Atlas cards. That's a lot of Atlas cards. Mana ramp and then get big creatures. And I like that. I like big stompy stuff. So we'll see if I decide to take the red deck or if I decide to take the earth deck tomorrow. But as far as mana ramping goes, let's look at our avatar here. So we have the Geomancer. Does this look good? Maybe down a little lower. We have the Geomancer. So same first effect, tap to play or draw a site. However, there's a difference. If you played an earth site, fill a void adjacent to you with rubble. Where did my rubble tokens go? Let's show you guys the rubble. I think I put them all away. Anyway, rubble is a kind of like a destroyed land. It doesn't generate anything, but it's important for the Geomancer because you can tap him to replace an adjacent rubble with the topmost side of your Atlas. So then you don't even have to draw your Atlas cards. You can just put them immediately into play. So with that being said, let's get into our Atlas deck and see what we got going on, what we got cooking. We have the Humble Village. So Genesis, you may pay 1 to summon a foot soldier. So you can play it, use the 1 mana that it generates to bring out. Hang on. I've got them in the box. Oh, there's my rebels too. There's a rebel. Provides no mana. There they are. Little foot soldier tokens. So you can pay 1 to bring out these guys. Little 1 power token. Not bad. We like having dudes. So very simple. Nice turn 1 play. So we've got Humble Villages. Now we have a Rustic Village. Same effect. This is kind of like the deserts. Even though the deserts had different names, Simple Village, same effect. This is important for your deck building restrictions because you can only have 4 of each, pardon me, uniquely named card. So even though these cards are functionally the same, they do the same thing, they have the same effect, they provide the same mana, they are different cards with different names. All right, Vantage Hills. Ooh, look at that. Ranged units atop this have +1 range. Wow, that's really good. You can snipe enemies from quite the distance. Quagmire Genesis. Until your next turn, units are immobile while they occupy nearby sites. Oh, it's not even just this site. Nearby sites. That's nice. Can really slow your opponent down. Bedrock and Earth sites cannot be moved, destroyed, or modified. Solid as the Earth. Make sure I didn't miss anything on that. Holy Ground. Genesis. Each nearby avatar heals 3 life. Oh, very nice. And Sinkhole. Sacrifice Sinkhole, destroy a nearby site. That's cool. What's really cool about that, so when sites are destroyed, they turn into rubble. So you can sacrifice this, destroy an opponent's site, then it turns into rubble, and then you can use your Geomancer's effect to just replace that with another site. So, very nice. All right. Yeah. Let's keep moving. Wow. What a way to start. Craterize. An elite magic. As an additional cost to cast Craterize, discard a site. Destroy target site and deal damage to each unit above or below the site in the area of effect. You can see our area of effect there. Board wide, but it does 10 at the location targeted. That is insane. 8 cost. Wow. That's even more insane. 8 cost to Earth Threshold. Huge board nuke. So let's see. Discard a site, destroy target site, and deal damage to each unit above or below a site in the area of effect. So my question is, when it says above or below, do you get all the damage represented on the board here? Or is the damage just based on where the site on the board is? I'll have to talk to some friends tomorrow and see. We'll lawyer that out. Ratanus Titan. 7 cost, 6 power, Genesis. Strike each enemy unit here, or each enemy here. 2 important things here. Number 1, here refers to the site that it is on. And then the Genesis Strike is not an attack, so there is no returning combat damage. I was actually watching the, oh gosh, I forgot their name. Is it Covenant? Yeah, the Covenant guys. They were playing this, and one of the players had 3 units stacked on one site, and the opposing player dropped the Ratanus Titan and wiped out all 3 of them in one turn. Huge swing. Wow, speaking of huge, 8 cost, 4 threshold Mountain Giant, 8 power, it occupies 4 locations. An elite giant, a monumental proportion. I wonder how exactly that works. You definitely have to have 4 to summon it because of the threshold. But I wonder if they all have to be connected for you to be able to summon this. I'm not sure. Wild Boars. Okay, something that's not making me not think as much. 1 power, or 1 cost, 2 power. Wild Boars. Land Surveyor. This is a great card. 2 cost, 1 power. However, Genesis, draw a site. So when it comes in, you get to draw, get that mana ramp going. Scent Hounds. 2 cost, 2 power. Nearby enemies permanently lose stealth. Huge. I don't think we've seen any stealth units yet. Maybe when we're looking at air or water. Belmont Longbowmen. 3 cost, 3 power with ranged. Range is nice because, as the name suggests, it allows them to attack from a tile away or from a site away. So that's great. It also lets them intercept and attack airborne units. And if we accompany that with our site that lets us have additional range, that can be really scary. 3 cost, 3 power Cave Trolls with burrowing. So they can go underneath terrain as long as it's not flooded. Oh my goodness, what a card. The Pudge Butcher. 4 cost with 2 threshold, 5 power, immobile. So it cannot move. So wherever you summon it is where it's going to stay. However, you can tap it to shoot a projectile. If a unit is hit, drag it to this location. Now, projectiles can be fired in the 4 cardinal directions and hit the first unit in that line. Right. Autumn Unicorn, 3 cost, 4 power. Simple enough. Slumbering Giantess, 3 cost, 5 power. That's huge. Genesis falls asleep. Summoning Giantess is disabled until it gets hurt. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, I wonder how you can force it to get hurt. Ooh, what a cool card. House Arn Bannerman, 4 cost, big cost, only 2 power, but other nearby allies have +1 power. Nearby is the 4 cardinal directions and the diagonal, so that's a very large area of effect. Dalcian Phoenix, 4 cost, 5 power, can only move themselves forward. Okay, so you can't move them to adjacent sites, you can only move them forward. Amazon Warriors, 5 cost, 5 power, simple enough. King of the Realm, other mortals have 1 power. You control all mortals, 7 cost, 3 power. Look at that effect though. Not only does it buff your mortals, which I'm imagining we have a lot of in here. These are mortals. These are mortals. Mortal. Giant is not a mortal. Beast is not a mortal. Demon is not a mortal. Trolls, not a mortal. Bowman, mortals. Beast, mortal. Beast. Giant, giant, and then magics. But the effect of you control all mortals. So if your opponent has mortals on the board, you immediately take control of him. That's crazy. Overpower, 1 cost. Give an ally +2 power this turn. Very nice. Can probably be coupled well with your tokens, your little 1 power guys. Wow, Divine Healing, 1 cost, gain 7 life. I'm really liking Earth all of a sudden. I like big things and then being able to keep myself alive. Let's see here. Border Militia, 3 cost. Summon a foot soldier token to each site you control that borders an enemy site. Ooh, wow. Can really buff up your defenses. Berry, okay, here's some removal. 3 cost. Burrow target minion or artifact disabled. That's nice. So this is immediate removal. When you burrow, our lights kicked off again. Oh well. When you burrow a target, if they do not have the keyword burrowing, they are immediately destroyed. They cannot exist below the terrain. So that would also go for drown units if they don't have submerge. But we can also target artifacts, which is really nice. Really flexible removal there. Cave in, burrow all minions and artifacts occupying target land site. Even better. That's a huge piece of removal. And that's why they only give you 1. Entangled terrain. Minions occupying affected sites lose airborne and are immobile last 3 of your turns. Now remember, these auras are placed in between 4 separate pieces of the grid. So they actually occupy 4 sites at once. So that's a huge piece of slowing down your opponent till you can get those big guys out. Siege Ballista, an exceptional weapon and engine of war. Tap bearer and another target ally. Or a tap bearer and another ally here. Deal 3 damage to target unit up to 2 steps away. Interesting. That could be really good with your tokens. Oh, that looks cool. Let's take a look at that. Let's make sure. Rolling Boulder. Units here have tap. Give Rolling Boulder a push. It rolls as far as possible and deals 4 damage to each other unit along its path. It's a relic. Okay, so it stays. This isn't a spell, so this stays. So we place it on a position. Units here, so that's not allies, that's any unit, can push this boulder and roll it along a destructive path, dealing 4 damage to everything. Wow. Payload Trebuchet. 5 cost. Beautiful card. Gorgeous artwork. Tap. Bearer and another ally here. Okay, tap the bearer and another ally here. Discard a card. Deal damage equal to the discarded card's mana cost to each unit at target location up to 3 steps away. Wow, each unit. So we can just go ahead and discard any card. Where is our, yeah. Drop a Craterize. Mountain Giant. We can just do 8 damage to, oh my gosh, all units. Ooh, that's really good. That's really good. Man, this is going to make things difficult for me. I was really excited to get playing Fire. I've even picked out a couple cards that I want to add to the pre-constructed Fire deck that we looked at. So we have Heat Ray, Incinerate, Now, Incinerate is going to be important because we managed to get another Incinerate. We managed to pull an Ancient Dragon, right? So 7 cost, 6 power, airborne, deal 4 damage to all units nearby. And then a Vault of Zool. So this is a unique site, so it's not going to give us any threshold, but it'll give us the 1 mana. The first time an avatar, so it could be your opponent as well, stops here, they draw 3 cards and skip their next turn. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, but that's not what we're talking about. Hey, the light's back on. Wonderful. That's not what we're talking about, though. We're talking about the starter deck. Oh, man, I really like the Earth deck. I really like the Earth deck. It fits my play style of, like, getting big things and doing stuff with big things. In fact, opening this may have just swayed me in the direction of playing Earth tomorrow night. I love Divine Healing. I love King of the Realm. I love the big guys. Craterize, one, because I don't really know how it works. I'm not a huge fan of it, but being able to use it with like the Trebuchet is great. Wild Boars, Land Surveyor is good in early game. The Longbowman can set up some nice defensives. Yeah, I don't know. I'm liking the Earth deck. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know what you think of Sorcery. If you haven't, I can't say this enough. Guys, if you haven't picked up this 4 elements beta starter set, do it. Go to your local game store, see if they have it. If they don't, go to TCG Player. It's $40. $40. They have to be losing money on this. For 4 decks, 4 really nice, super fledged out decks. And a pack. We like packs, you know, but packs are like $4. But seriously, go buy this. Go buy this. If you are even remotely interested in this, buy the 4-player starter set. Start using pre-con decks and battling your friends. Check it out. Once again, we're going to say thank you to our Patreons. We're going to say thank you to Sam, Adam, and Caleb. You guys are the best. You rock. We couldn't be doing this without you. So thank you again. And let me know in the comments below what you guys are thinking. Have a great day. Bye.